let it grow up, and let me go back all the way a couple minutes, delete that section. Let's start over. Hey guys, I just had a bug fly on me. Today I'm going to talk about rotating your pastures, and why it's necessary and why it's really important. And when I first moved here, we had all the acreage that you see here, all in the back, across the back there, and all the way around. It was all wide open. And we just fenced it in, and it was 4 acres, and did the calculations that it was 2 acres per horse, and it seemed to like it was supposed to work. And they ate it down really super fast over the winter, the very first winter that we've been here. And we learned the hard way that probably should have rotated it anyway. I was worried that they were going to eat it down a lot, and it wouldn't be repaired. So, but as you can see, it's doing pretty good. So right now I'm in the paddock that Jumanji and Gamora were in, and this is the run-in that the boys had. It was covered in hay and stuff like that, and up here it was eaten down pretty good. So as you can see, we've got some bare spots here that we have to repair. Bug, damn it, go away, bug. Little beetles. You figure I'd be used to it by now. But we've got some bare spots here, and this is a high traffic area for even my guys. They would walk around the fire pit, and then of course the salt blocks are over there, and salt it always destroys the grass wherever a salt block is. But I'm gonna move these over anyway, at least this one. Hold on a second, I'm gonna move it right now while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so I put the mineral block over there with Darcy, and the other salt block is still there, because they have a salt block on the other side next to the water. But I just put the mineral block there because the mineral block that they had before is gone. So as you can see, he's pretty happy. I keep it in the shade so it doesn't get hot. And that way they can get to it and bite it and chew it if they want. You gonna be shy? Is that good? Did you bite a piece off? Yeah, you did. Okay, so talk about pasture rotation. Okay, come on under the fence with me. Okay, now this pasture here, this little paddock, this was actually a full half. It was part of all of that. It was all open, and it was all open like that all the way over to the other side. I'm trying not to make you guys dizzy, I'm sorry. And then that's where we cut it in half, right there. That's where we cut this in half to make 2 pastures. Well, when the new ones came in, I wanted to make sure that they didn't have this side, so to speak, because I wanted it to rest, because it was time for them to be put over there. Anyway, over there. These guys to be put over there. I'll draw you guys a map and I'll put it in there, and I'll let you explain. I'll explain it to you. So that makes a little bit more sense, now that you've seen a map and you see how it's broken up. So, okay. So when I got the other 2, I put them over here and cut it in half because it was time for this side to start to rest. and I moved the boys over to that side. Now I've got to move, I want this part to rest, and it has to rest for at least 21 days because I had what's considered dirty horses on there, and that just means that they came from a rescue or an auction, or they came from somewhere else. They were considered dirty because they weren't quarantined. We don't know if they had any contagious diseases and so forth, but they're fine. But because they weren't wormed properly until they came here, there's a lot of eggs and things on that property that I don't want these guys exposed to. So I'm going to let that rest so the eggs can die off, so the cycle doesn't continue, and it'll allow this to rest. We're going to reseed it, water it, and all that good stuff, and get it back to where this should be. So, and in the meantime, we've got to let this upper portion of that one rest. So that means I've got to move this fence here over there. So I love Tractor Supply, I love Rural King, I love my Southern States Cooperative because these are really super cheap. They're about $2 a piece, and you just stick them in the ground, and you can move them anywhere you want. You make temporary paddocks and temporary fences until we decide that we really want to keep these kind of separated permanently and just be able to do a rotation. So I think I'll probably do that eventually. I'll make this one a permanent and put a gate somewhere over there, and then that way I can make something like this permanent and put a gate somewhere over there and do the same on the other side, and that way I'll have 4 1-acre lots, and that way I can put like a quick little, open them all up or close them all up, you know, whatever happens to be going on. I can use one for a training ring at the time, or I could use one if my friends are coming to visit. I can close like that section off. So I think it'll be pretty beneficial to cordon this off, although it is really nice to watch them run through the whole thing when they want to get some exercise. So because right now we just run them with the ATV and the little RC car. That's always a lot of fun. Come here, boys. Come on. It's not gonna hurt you. Come on. So I'm gonna show you, this is what happens when it gets eaten down. It is really, 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 really super short. This is your fescue, your Kentucky 32, which we planted before, and as you can see, the Kentucky 32 here has really taken off as well. This is all Kentucky 32. I planted this, and you can see this is what they're eating. Let me see right there. I got Mr. Darcy over here. Hey Darcy, what's going on, buddy? What am I doing? I'm in your pasture, huh? So we've got some seed heads starting here, and I'm not too happy about that. There's on this one, and then we've got these little guys that are coming. These have already bloomed, so you can see the little white, those are flowers. They've already gone on their legs and have been dispersed around the pasture. And of course I get all the daisies, and it's really pretty. But I don't want the seed heads because they won't eat them, and then they'll just get stocky and they'll dry and it'll look like weeds and it'll be nasty. But at least there's not a lot of weeds over there. So as you can see, it's really, really, here, let me turn you around. I think you can see that. See how the height difference. This has been resting for 21 days, and that was grazed on for 21 days. It's been resting for a week now. So as you can see, it's starting to grow up. But, hi Darcy. Hi, sweetheart. What am I doing? What are you doing? He's like, what are you doing in my pasture? What are you doing in my pasture? So, you want to say hi? Say hi to you, please. Say hello. Get that fly away from your face. Yeah. I love his ears. Aren't they the cutest ears? He's got like awesome bunny ears. So the other pasture over there, we mowed. because it was really getting really weedy and really thick and really tall. I mean, this is pretty thick. There's in some spots, you can see it. Can you see my boot? Yeah, it's really, really tall. And I don't like that. I don't think that's foxtail. Looks like foxtail. Do I have somebody behind me? I do. I get somebody over here. See what happens when you sit down in pasture. The horses want to know what's going on. Oh, and a culprit I see. I see right here. Slobbers. Purple clover slobbers. He loves them. So he doesn't go out and look for them, but he'll eat them and he'll get all slobbery. So that's the other pasture. We mowed it the other day at 4.5 inches. And you figure I have a team. Look at this. You two are so silly. He'd much rather stay in there. Hi, Jarvis. Hi, baby. So we mowed this all down, and as you can see the height difference in there, this is all 4.5 inches, and then this is where it's been resting for 21 days. And you would think that because shorter grass has more sugar because it's more condensed at the bottom, that they would want to be over here in the short stuff, but they're not. They're over there. Hi, Jarvis. Oh, lovely. That's just disgusting. Hi. I know. What am I doing on the ground? What am I doing? I'm watching you eat. Right, Jarvis? I just put fly spray on you guys. You shouldn't be shaking your heads. But as you can see, they've eaten down this section here pretty good. This is all freshly eaten down. And they'll leave it like this for a little bit. But it looks like he's enjoying over there his midsection of the grass, I guess. And they've been out here for a couple days now, but they'll only stay over here. They don't want to go over there. So I'm gathering they'll go over there when it gets a little longer, so they can really pick and choose what they want to eat. I hope you can see. This is the path he was just at. He left this long, and he left this one, and he just ate that little path there. So as you can see, he ate down to the flower. The grass is down about 2 inches. There's clover, all sorts of different stuff. So that's pretty cool. I love seeing what they eat. And it's about time I start moving this fence. So I've got to move this, all that, to over there. So we're going to cut it in half, starting at this corner, and go straight over there. That way, everything from the food buckets up the apple trees and all that gets a rest, and then we can let them in and they'll have all of this, all of that. So anyway, I'm gonna get to work and I'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget to pause and love on your horse. all done. And it's curved. I did that because I had a lot more. Apparently it's really far going that way than it is going the other way. So yeah, and of course, just like everything, every plan, they're on the wrong side. So I think I'll wait for them to just chill out. They're just relaxing right now in the breeze. There's a nice breeze coming up through here about now. Comes right across the house. So I'm gonna turn the fence back on. I'm gonna test it, and then I'll put them on the other side at dinner time, and then shut the gate so they can stay over there on the other side and let this side rest a little bit. Maybe have some grass grow back there again, and around there and over there. I don't know, but yeah, so that's rotating your pastures the long way, and we'll probably end up putting some nice fencing up and splitting it a third way, probably. Yeah, later. Thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like my videos, hit the little bell so you know exactly who's coming up behind you, and and have a great day.